everybody, and welcome back to Lindsey's Little Library. We're here for week 3 of the Christmas book exchange that I'm doing with Amanda at the Curly Reader, Krista at Books and Jams, and Sarah at Sarah's Nightstand. We have collected books over the last year to send to each other. We sent each other 8 books, and we're taking these 4 weeks to kind of open them. Well, let's just be honest, it's all happening in one day, but we're breaking it up into 4 to open them and show you guys what we sent each other. So we have books, what are we on, 5 and 6? Yes, from each of them today. So let's get started. Book number 5 from Amanda says a classy sequel. A classy, what does this have to do with Class Mom? Classy sequel. Yes! It's the sequel to Class Mom, which I read not that long ago, actually in September, by Lori Gelman, and I loved it. Loved it. So this is the continuation of the story of Jen Dixon. She becomes Class Mom in the first book, and she's an older mom because she had her son Max a little later in life, and so she's kind of like not there for the drama or the, like, you know, the politics of a classroom and how it can be, and so she just takes some liberties with being Class Mom, and it is hilarious, and I loved it, and so I am beyond excited for the second book. Oh my gosh. And like her emails are just, they're a hoot. I love it. So yes, spot on, Amanda. Beyond excited. Book number 6, Jazz Age, New York City, possible buddy read. All right, I'm in for all the buddy reads. Should see the mess of wrapping paper. And my dog will take it. Yes, please. More Tolls, Rules of Civility, which I have fallen in love with his book. Love Gentleman in Moscow. I have the Lincoln Highway somewhere on the shelves. And now I have his other one, Rules of Civility. He just writes so beautifully. You cannot help but fall in love with his characters. It's so fantastic. So last night of 1937, 25-year-old Katie is in a second-rate Greenwich Village jazz bar when Tinker Gray, a handsome banker, happens to sit at the neighboring table. The chance encounter and its startling consequences propel her on a year-long journey toward the upper echelons of New York society, where she will have little to rely upon other than a bracing wit and her own brand of cool nerve. Yes. Oh, I cannot wait. I can't wait for any of these. They're so good. Those are amazing. All right, Krista, number 5 from Krista. This title cracks me up. Plus, there's a map. Oh, I love maps. Title cracks me up. Not gonna look. I can't get it all up. There we go. The Shroud of the Thwacker by Chris Elliott. Oh my God, look at this. Where's my map? Oh. Yes. So his name is Jack, and he's a 19th century serial killer, but this Jack doesn't rip. Haha. He thwacks. Jack the Jolly Thwacker is how he's known to history. Ooh, set in New York City, 1882, the story hilariously chronicles the adventures of Police Chief Caleb Spencer and his 2 cohorts, Evening Post reporter Liz Smith and Mayor Teddy Roosevelt, as they unravel the mystery of the world's first and most bizarre serial killer. Yes! Oh my gosh, and this says September 2nd, 1882. My birthday is September 2nd. Oh my gosh. This sounds fantastic. And I don't know, but I love this cover. That is awesome, Krista. Next, number 6. Campy revenge thriller. Sounded like a Lindsey book. Yes, it does. This cover is everything. The Drowning by J.P. Smith. Every 7 years, a boy disappears from Camp Wakiloo. Who will be next? Doesn't take long for a little boy to disappear. Joey Proctor can't swim, but that doesn't stop camp counselor Alex Mason from leaving him out on a raft in the middle of the lake in a fit of rage. Oh, Alex. He only meant to scare the kid and teach him a lesson. He didn't mean to forget about him, but now Joey's gone and his body is never found. Okay, that sounds fantastic. That sounds like a I need to read this while I'm at the lake book, for sure. All right, Sarah, what did you do to me? Number 5, World War II historical fiction. Hope you enjoy this one. I'm sure I will. I am sure I will. The Brothers of Auschwitz, which I have heard of and I do not have yet, by Malka Adler. Oh my gosh. Yes. My brother's tears left a delicate, clean line on his face. I stroked his cheek, whispered, "It's really you." 2 brothers live in a small village in the mountains of Hungary, isolated both from the world and the horrors of the war. But one day in 1944, everything changes. The Nazis storm the homes of the Jewish villagers and inform them they have 1 hour to take a train to Auschwitz. 6 decades later, from the safety of their living rooms at home in Israel, the brothers finally break their silence to a friend who will never let their stories be forgotten. Oh, sounds heartbreaking. Yet I really want to read it. Yes, yes. And then number 6, historical blurbed by an author you've read and loved. Okay. Oh, this cover too. You guys in the covers. Hannah's War by Jan Eliasberg, and it's blurbed by Martha Hall Kelly. First of all, this cover. It's like a sparkly. I love it. Okay, Quinn blurbs it too. And dual timelines, yes. Thrilling wartime story of loyalty and truth and the unforgettable fallout of a single choice. Berlin, 1938, New Mexico, 1945. Oh my God. All right. Austrian physicist. All right, I'm here. Dr. Hannah Weiss is on the verge of the greatest scientific triumph of the 20th century, splitting the atom. Oh, she understands that the energy released by this discovery can power the entire cities and destroy them. Hannah believes her work could secure an end to future wars, but because she's a Jewish woman living under the harsh rule of the Third Reich, her research is belittled and overlooked and eventually stolen by her German colleagues. Faced with the impossible choice, Hannah must decide what she's willing to sacrifice in pursuit of the science's greatest achievement. New Mexico 45. Wounded and battered after the liberation of Paris, Major Jake Delaney arrives in the New Mexican desert with a mission to catch a spy. Someone in the top secret nuclear lab at Los Alamos has been leaking encoded equations to Hitler scientists. Chief amongst Jack's suspects is the brilliant and mysterious Hannah Weiss, an exiled physicist, lending her talent to Oppenheimer's mission. All signs point to Hannah as the traitor, but over 3 days of interrogation, as he filters her lies from truth, Jack will realize they have more in common with each other than they bargained for. Oh my God, yes! I'm beyond excited. If you couldn't tell. Oh. All right. This next stack of books. One of my new favorite authors, A Sequel I Need. Unbelievably, it just sounds like a little odd, which I'm super excited about. Thriller that I'm excited about, and 2 World War II historical fictions. This stack of books like defines Lindsay's reading life right here. I'm so excited. All right, head over to Sarah and Amanda's channel and Krista's channel and see what books I sent them and the rest of us sent them. I'm beyond excited again. And otherwise, come back next week for the last episode, last installment, whatever you want to call it, of the last stack of books that we have to give each other. And comment, subscribe, like. I'm like out of words. So all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye.